So we're going to start with my bracket. Let's take a look. So my bracket goes, and it's already lost, Archers, Atlas, Redwoods, Redwoods over Water Dogs, Archers over Atlas, and then Redwoods over Archers for the championship. Total shots, like 30 per game. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 games. 3 times 1, like 180, like 2. We're going to go like 205 in shots. That's the tiebreaker. Doesn't matter. I already lost because we're going over Chaos Archers to start with. This was I gotta put this out here first. That the craziest part about this game was not that the Chaos beat the Archers. The Chaos postseason and the Archers postseason teams are not the same as the regular season. Chaos have proven that from last season and this season that when they hit the playoffs, it's a different story. Andy Towers is not fucking around. While on the other side, the Archers back-to-back first-round bounces by the Chaos. They got to figure something out. I don't know if it's that the Archers just aren't a postseason team, or if it's the fact that the Chaos just have their number in these types of matchups, because the adjustments that they made were very astute and worked out very well, keeping individuals like Will Manny to only 1 point off of an assist that happened in the fourth quarter. So what they did was amazing. The first game that Will Manny played against him, he had 5. In the last 2, he's only had 1 point combined. So pretty unreal. It was a good game to start. I mean, it was close. You know, it's 8-6 at halftime. At the very end of the second quarter, there was a fucking crazy play where it was transition. Archers go down. They're down by 3. Save, moves. Archers get the ball back. It's on the defensive side. Hasek over to Holman, down to or Ambler, and then to Holman, and then Holman puts it in the back. It was a crazy transition. They scored with like less than a second on the clock, and then the third quarter they did the same thing. Scored with less than a second on the clock by Grant Immense. But the Chaos were just not fucking around, man. The fourth quarter they fucking shut it down. And face-off wise, this is the part that I wanted to get to. Face-off wise, 67%. And they had Max Adler, who has been struggling all season, at 70%, 16 for 23. A lot of face-off errors, violations by Stephen Kelly, so tough to see on that end. Blaze Reardon, 13 saves, 57%. Usually not the save percentage he's at. He's usually a little bit higher, but still. When clutch time had to happen, I mean, he had 1, 2, 3 saves, move the ball in transition, they go down and score. He is just, it's unbelievable, not only the saves that he makes, but it's also unbelievable the fucking transition opportunities that he develops. Like, it's speechless. It's honestly, there's nothing you can really say about it. There's no way to describe it. An individual who has been fucking killing it lately, and Kyle Jackson, had fucking 6 points, man. I mean, he really hasn't been doing anything. Like, this entire season, he's had 1, 0, 2, 1 points. And then all of a sudden in this game, he's just like, yeah, let me just put up 4 goals, 2 assists off 8 shots. What? Dane Smith as well. I love myself some Dane Smith. He had 2 goals and a fucking 2-pointer, 2 assists. Fucking Tanner Cook, like another dude who like no one's really ever talks about. Frazier has been fucking going off. Josh Byrne continues to produce. Mac O'Keefe had a fucking crazy goal on the power play, fucking posting in. I mean, that fucking thing was ringing. And then Newman, Surdick, E. McKay had a really good game. I mean, going up, he was short-sticking fucking, he was short-sticking, I mean, any attackman that was down there, first off. But, I mean, he was just doing a great job of, like, you know, protecting GLE behind the net. He was just doing a good job. And just over, I mean, it was really, like, just a great fucking game by the Chaos. It was not really too much that I was like, damn, they're really fucking up. But on the other side, Grant Ament obviously ate as usual. Tom Schraber, 2 goals. Ambler, 2 goals. Fields, 3 points, 2 goals. And then the tough part is Holman and Manny combined for 2 points. Those are some of your best guys on the fucking team. And they only combined for 2 points. I mean, fuck. I mean, Will Manny had 19 goals in the regular season. He's going to come through with nothing. 3 shots, that's it. I mean, fuck. It's tough to see. Defensively, though, Graham Hossack with a huge fucking game. Same with fucking Matt McMahon. I mean, they combined for 10 fucking calls, turnovers, and 8 ground balls. They were fucking out here. Dominic Alexander with a pretty decent game himself, but Stephen Kelly at the fucking faceoff dot, man, was struggling. 37% with multiple violations. Adam Gittleman only with a 45% save percentage. He had some pretty decent saves out there, though. But especially in the beginning, he was hot. But then, the hot goalie came in at the end, and that was fucking Blaze. This was a fucking incredible game to watch, though. It was tight the entire fucking game. It was no more than a 3-goal game, and overall, this to me was like a fucking, I wouldn't say a 10 out of 10 game, but I would say this was like an 8 out of 10 game. If you could watch this replay, I'd fucking watch it, man. So I knew that the Cannons were gonna win this game, but I didn't think it was gonna go down the way it happened. The Atlas have honestly one of the best fantasy just offensive cores in the league between Brian Costabile at midfield and then their entire offensive Teat, Caraway, and Law is just fucking unreal. And then their defense hasn't been fantastic, but at least their goaltending really hasn't been fantastic. Their defense has been decent. Danny Logan has been very good. Trevor Baptiste has been very good, but it has been a tough season for the Cannons to recover off of the fact that they can't. If they win more than 40% of the faceoffs, they're like 3-1. But if they don't, they are a pretty dismal team. They only score 9 in this game though, which was a shocker to me. Shane Jackson led the team in goals with 4, which is already a place where you're like, oh shit. And then the next guy was fucking Tyson Bell, who shouldn't be, who went 2 for 2 for shots, 2 goals. Lyle Thompson, 6 shots, only 1 goal, so you fucking hate to see it. And Paul Rabel had a 2-pointer, which is alright, but off of 8 shots, that's shooting 13%. Needs to be better than that. Defensively, I mean, they looked fucking solid. It really wasn't like a bad game for them defensively. At the face-off dot, it was whatever. Some 50-50 ground balls you kind of wish they had, but when it came down to the Atlas, Eric Law had a fucking monster of a day with a hat trick. Teat with a hat trick. Cockerton, Caraway, Costabile all with 2 goals. So their guys showed up, and everybody was shooting above fucking like 40%. Eric Law shooting 75, Teat 60, Cockerton 40, Caraway fucking 50, Costabile 25. Holy shit, that's the stuff that you're looking for. Trevor Baptiste, as usual, went off. I don't even really remember who the Cannons put in. I know that they have Reisman, and then they also put in Brendan Fowler. This was his PLL debut. He went fucking 23%. Nick Morocco didn't have a stellar game, but saved 50%, which, it is what it is. JD Colarusso actually did pretty fucking well, man. 64% save percentage, so not too bad. I don't know, this game to me it never really felt close. Like it was kind of on the score sheet. It was really like a 2-goal game up until the last quarter, but it really just never felt close. It never really felt like the Cannons had a shot. Yeah, and it was honestly overall it wasn't my favorite game to watch. And the final game, which you had to give me a couple days to fucking put this out, because if the fucking Redwoods had won, I would have fucking wrote it. But a 14-13 loss, the fucking Whip Snakes again. It's so fucking aggravating. I mean, the Redwoods are up fucking 9-5 at half, and then I think they go up 11-6 or something like that, and then they just completely fucking blow it. I mean, there was a 6-2 fucking goal differential in the third quarter, and after that, it was just all fucking downhill. Zed Williams with a fucking monster game, 4 goals, a 2-pointer, 3 assists off 10 shots, fucking 9 points. Brad Smith, Justin Gutterding, both fucking 2 goals. Matt Rambo, 2 goals, and the fucking game winner, because no one fucking slides to him. Carlson and Abbott, I don't even know how the fuck they were saying his name live. Squires, Abbott, Earnhardt, all decent games. About half the fucking team had a caused turnover, but no one had more than 1. Joe Nardella started off a little struggle-ish, and then ended up starting to figure it out. Well, Drew Simino, I mean, he didn't do bad, but it's no TD Erlin, man. If they had TD Erlin and Serge, it would have been a different story. But that's a tough fucking what if, you know. The shooting percentages were on the Redwood side. I mean, they fucking shot 38%, so they were there to play. Jules with 6 points and a hat trick. Berntrad had a huge game, four goals, fucking off 7 shots, man. That was really nice. But now with a decent game, 2 goals, 2 assists, Cav, a goal, Ryder, 2 goals. It was Miles Jones who just choked like a motherfucker, bro. I mean, you could give this guy a wide open fucking net and he wouldn't fucking take it. He would not take the shot. He would not take a shot last night. Everything was a pass. Like, I don't know. There were so many times where even the announcers were like, "Oh, why doesn't he just fucking shoot the ball?" And you're telling me, man. Calls turnover wise, defensively, I mean, they looked good. It's not like they looked bad. It was just that Zed Williams was just being the fucking best player on the earth. And then when he decided to not be the best player on the earth, it was Matt Rambo who said, "Hey, I'll fulfill the role then." Like, fuck. Like I said, Drew Simino, 41%, not the worst. Um, Tim Troutner with some real good timely saves and stuff, but Redwood just ended up biting themselves in the fucking ass, man. So it's tough to see. Overall face-off percentages was 63-37 Whip Snakes. It was a great game, though. It was a fantastic game. I was on my feet at the end and shit. But it was just super sad to see that the fucking Redwoods again just fucking couldn't do it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just super fucking disappointing on my end. And now I guess we'll get into a little bit of the what I think what is to come. Atlas Chaos. I like the Atlas. I like Trevor Baptiste. Um, it's always that chaos. It's always just the fucking having Blaze is just such a huge advantage compared to like having JD Colarusso, who has been playing well. I don't mean you got to ride him because he's been playing for a while at this point. I don't know if Concaten's hurt or what's going on, but and Max Adler had a good game last game, man. I won't lie, he really showed up, especially against a pretty decent individual and Stephen Kelly. So you never really know what's gonna come out of him. I love Josh Byrne. I love fucking Dane Smith, but like I don't know. Like I said before, like the Jeff T, the Caraway, fucking even Cockerton, Law, Costabile. It's tough. It's gonna be a tough ride to get over this, but we'll see what happens. If I have to put my money down, it's gonna be on the Atlas. Um, I like I like the fucking chaos, but I just don't see it happening. I like Mac O'Keefe, but he really hasn't been what I thought he was gonna be. Westberg has been alright. Josh Byrne has been sick. Um, Defensively, Surdick has been on fire. Mark Lucini has been good. Fucking Resch and Reese have both been good. Let's see if Chris Coutier plays. He's out right now, but who knows? Ian McKay had a huge game last game. I'd like to see a little bit more out for Caro. Newman, Frazier. Chase Frazier actually had a really good game last game. So we'll see what happens. And then on the Atlas side, I mean, I still love guys like Teat. I mean, Baptiste at the fucking face-off dot is going to be sick. Carl Russo's been hot, man. They've been winning some games with him in, so fuck it, keep riding them. Eric Law, obviously, Jay Caraway, Craig Chick, and fucking Rex Road, and all these other fucking dudes, Cade Van Raphorst, Danny Logan, all been playing just absolutely phenomenal defense. So we'll see what happens. I really don't know what's going to happen, but I would put my money on the Atlas, but I wouldn't be surprised if Blaze Reardon fucking carried the chaos through this game, as he usually does. On the other side, we have the Whip Snakes Water Dogs. I'm rooting 110% for the fucking Water Dogs, baby. It is tough, though. You have Zed Williams on one side, Brad Smith on one side, fucking Rambo on one side. Midfielder-wise, I mean, you've got fucking, like I said, Brad Smith. You've got fucking Jan and Chuck. I mean, you got a whole bunch of fucking dudes. Jay Carlson at attack. I mean, it's gonna be a tough game for this Water Dog defense. So you're really gonna have to see guys Like, leadership out of Steven DiNapoli is going to be huge. Liam Burns is going to have to step the fuck up. Who else do we have? I could have sworn. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the wrong team. God, it's at the tip of my tongue. His fucking Eli Gobrecht. He's gonna have to fucking pick it up as well. Both guys who graduated as 16, so we'll see what happens there. I would like to see a big game out of Mikey Schlosser. Zach Currier is gonna be fucking dog this game. It's gonna be fucking sweet. We'll see what happens when it comes down to goaltending. I mean, it seems like it's really been Dylan Ward, and Dylan Ward has been hot. But he started slow. Let's take a look at his stats real quick. He's been good. I mean, he's been on fire, actually, the last 4 games. The last 4 games, he's 63, 60, 76, and 65. Wow, with 6, 6, 6, and 9 scores against, with saves 3 of the 4 times being double digits, with fucking 10, 19, and 17. Holy shit. And that was against the Whip Snakes on 8-1. So let's take a look at this fucking matchup real quick. Let's see what happened last time. It was an 11-6 win. Water Dogs with a huge third quarter. And it's a little different nowadays. But I still find that they're a team that is like one half heavy. So we'll see what happens. Usually it's the Redwoods coming back late game against them, against the Whip Snakes, but this time it was the other way around. So we'll see what happens. Every team's going to go